Today, I'm going to tell you about the most toxic arena comps and how you can use them to get to the coveted 250 points to get your XP books. So let's get right into the video. First comp is the toolkit comp. This comp doesn't have the synergy that the Ragnar comps have. However, this beats just about anything if you play right. It's just a collection of good characters that are always useful. First things first, Calandus, best character in the game when it comes to arena. Just is too good. The passive, the active, how he has the Fire and Fate to cover two objectives if needed. He can get up a lot of the upgrades. Those will benefit him. He's really good. Celestine, just another annoying character you can use. Have to kill 3 times. She flies. Round 2, her active ability is a global nuke. Can take care of anything in the game. So she crits non-stop because of the faction passive. Um, Black Templar guy, sword wielding guy. He's good if he gets multi-hits or additional damage. He absolutely chunks characters. His active is useful in the sense that you pick a character that you know you're not going to be able to kill, but you don't want to deal with, for example, Abrax, if he has like a shield or something. Abrax is going to summon, so what you do is you use the active ability. Abrax is stunned, so 1 turn you don't have to deal with him. His damage is reduced, right? So he's not going to be able to do a lot of things. He's good that way. Thaddeus' active ability is one of the most obnoxious things in the game because, it's a 4v5 now, or the stuff is suppressed so they get less movement, or, it's good. Other than that, Overwatch teams, you can counter them by using Tad shooting, that and what's it called? Celestine. That way you can just block the Overwatch shots and go Sword Brother go in, do his thing. Thaddeus, normal shooting is good, 3 range is pretty good. Jane Czar, 4 move, pierce, 3 hits, loves the upgrades. Passive is very good. People never respect the passive, and she never dies. It's awesome. Her active is useful to take care of a bunch of small things that are, covering the map, such as Abrax summons, show drones, bloodletters. Scarab's not really because there are too many of them. But this is a comp. You can use this against most things. I do like it. I do use a similar comp to this. I don't have Celestine, so I have to substitute with something else. But this is a very, this is not the best comp, but it is, in my experience, one of the better comps to use. It just works well into most things. If you know how to play, if you like take your time, you're gonna win most of your matches with this. Next comp is a 3-3 comp. I hate this comp. More people use it, and I just it really grinds my gears. 3-3. It refers to 3-inch move, 3-inch attack range. Sarkwell, Calandus, Thaddeus Noble. These are the 3-3s. They do a lot, and Sarkwell and Calandus also do heavy, which they benefit from Thaddeus Noble. If you get multi-hits, it's just game over from that point on. Multi-hit Sarkwell with Tad buff just obliterates anything and everything, so it doesn't matter what you're up against. I put Celestine because she's the best character in the game, right, for the arena. Yeah, I put Show as well. Show drones have good range. He has 2 moves, but it's fine. It's just the enemy will be too focused on your other characters to worry about the show. Yeah, I wouldn't suggest using 4 Overwatch characters because I don't think that. I think that's just cope. Someone with Sibyl or maybe what's his name, an infiltrator character is just going to dunk on you horribly, or Thaddeus even with the active ability is gonna get lucky. So I wouldn't use it, but that's a good comp. You can switch out the show for something else. Maybe I don't know, maybe the Sword Brother, Black Templar character, maybe Ragnar might be good. Or you can just commit into Athena, right? Just gear everything crit, make sure Calandus always crits. It might be interesting. Other than that, let's see. The ramp up team. Ooh, I hate this team. Someone played this against me, and I was just shook. I used it a few times after that. It was so efficient. I just didn't know how to react. It was insane. So ramp up name implies the more the game goes on, the stronger you get. First things first, Snot after the buffs, he is incredibly good in Arena. He summons just a lot of Grots taunt stuff. He attacks someone's Grots, right? By the time your opponents dealt with the Grots, the rest of your army is just going to dunk on them. Show, he just ramps up every turn he summons one more drone. They have to focus Show, right? Because the drones are going to keep coming, but when they focus Show, drones lead up to attacks. He summons more drones. If the enemy focuses the drones, there's a chance they don't even kill the drones, and your rest of the list just does a lot of things. Winged Prime, you just summon the warrior first thing in the game, and then from that point onwards, you just keep non-stop summoning with him attacking, with Neurotrope attacking. Neurotrope isn't like that crazy, but he has a heal. They probably like the thing with Neurotrope is they're not gonna deal with it because Neurotrope doesn't do that much damage. But by the time most of your stuff is dead, Neurotrope is going to just dunk on everything because he stacked the Neo Parasite a lot. Revas is there just to put up his active, and the two drones just to clog up the board a little bit. All he does is just gives you time to ramp up your comp, right? Like you deploy super aggressively, put Revas up in the front, and then put everything behind. Opponent doesn't react because they don't want to run into Revas unless they have infiltrators. But even if they have infiltrators, Revas and drones are clogging up the board. So this is a good comp. I like it. I use something similar. I don't like Snot, so I don't use him, but Snot is very good. The nerd comp. Space nerds. Now, there's only three characters as you can see. It's because it's a very flexible comp. The most important part is Sibyl, Yazgor, and Abrax. As Yazgor and Abrax, I'm not gonna explain how they work. It's pretty straightforward. Yazgor just goes in, Abrax swaps, and then summons, kills everything. A lot of screamers everywhere. Sibyl is good. That way you can give both characters infiltrators, and she is also smite. So if there's something big that you can't kill, or a character such as Ulf or the Emperor's Champion, which will deal with the summons, you can just go in and nuke them with the active ability, and then start summoning. You lose a Sibyl activation, like if you do Abrax move, active ability, Yazgor move, active ability, and then you need another smiter, but that you can just add a third smite, like such as LD, Neurotrope, or whatever you want to the list. It should be fine. Other than that, it's a good comp. I like it. Sometimes people bring the character, the Space Wolf's character, which makes it so Cyphers do less damage. It's quite painful into that, but other than that, it should be fine. You can use, I mean, everybody has LD. You can use LD. You can use Tigarius. You can use Neurotrope. You can use the other characters from the Thousand Sons faction. They are all psychic, so you can even use Archie to summon. Just obscene amount of summons. Your opponent won't be able to deal with them unless they have Ulf. It's a good comp. I use this comp usually because I have all these characters. Pretty straightforward. I don't know. I just alternate between the toolkit comp and this comp because this works. I just like, it feels very rewarding to get in a scenario where you can just summon a bunch of things. Lastly, the guard the kitchen sink. This is I hate this comp. I think this is the most toxic comp in the game. Somehow even more toxic than the toolkit comp with what's his name? Uh, Celestine. So you have the tyrant guard and you have a healer. That this is just already annoying because the Tyrant Guard passive, it's just so strong in Arena. If you don't just instantly deal with them, you're not gonna be able to whittle them down. So you just surround Tyrant Guard with your characters, and you put a healer in the middle, and then you just watch as your opponent tries unsuccessfully to kill your stuff, and then you just laugh at them, and you just obliterate them with all your characters. Tyrant Guard is super durable, especially with a healer. Even without a healer, he's like really good. So yeah, this is a comp you can be using. I didn't cover the known comps such as the Ragnar, Calgar, and the On-She combo because that's everybody knows that. I guess everybody knows the nerd comp as well, but I just want to go over it. Is I like it. It's as a social place in my heart. Anyways, well, that's the video. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.